This will be episode 39, cycle 691 and under. Hopefully we can get quite a bit done today. I have a planet to colonize. Properly get some dupes to stay there safely. That's the hope anyway. Come on. There we go. That's fine over there. That way. So I gotta take care of the CO2 over here. Do our standard priority check. I think all of those could pretty much stay the same way. Those were 8, so yeah, let's do 8 on that. Actually, we'll do 2 of those. Good. Check. Plants. 7. Okay, we're good to start. Get the other planets loaded up. Still up here. When this hits 0, this should activate the alarm and notify me. Hopefully. Oops. 41,000 food to move. Everyone should be able to go through here and pick this up. Yes. Ah, good. I'll shut. Can you, would you please? Thank you. Music won't kick in until the cycle bird's over as well. Yes, we will be coming right back here once I've refueled, restocked, reloaded. I do need to be careful of the temperature a bit. I think we are okay. Impart more energy into this room. Or just pump this water out to the top. Totally gonna break. Wait. Door's sealed? The door's not sealed. Let's not do that. that would have been bad. I think. Because we would have just taken a bunch of igneous rock all the way through the base. Probably heated up a bunch of other stuff. It's fine if it makes it into here safely, but I really doubt it. Go from there. This. There, don't care what material it is. If it gets overheated, it gets overheated. We'll just suffer it. Tungsten. Can I borrow this line? I think I can. Yes. I will just borrow that line. Pipe through. And construction. 9. Order. Palin, I need to get the automation wire plugged in. Oops. You guys are taking it out. No. Aid. Fine. Temperature check. Good. Alan. still good. How to stabilize. I really glass. Going to order a sweep order. Extra material, glass. We are going to make the place hot. But 2 more. That order. I really need to reclaim the iron from the other planets. Eat it. The only downside is that it takes 2 cycles to get there, meaning that we lose about... God, Dev, what happened? I guess you got stabbed by the bees while I wasn't looking. $53. Did you get shot by the thing? No, you didn't. Because that's active. So it was definitely not the rad bolt. I'm going to assume it was the bee, but allowed through. Okay, Dev was allowed through. Let me disable that. I'm going to assume that this save load cycle, they're the part. E63. Oh. Thank goodness we have a doctor. Okay, research-wise, I think the only thing that we were missing was advanced research. Yes, water. Main thing of what I need to get done here, why I need to reclaim more resources. Clean this up. Once that's done, I'll reopen the door. We'll prep the rocket launch, head back to Butelin, reclaim a bunch of resources, try to get food stabilized there, and I think we'll be good to go. I feel like that's the goal here. Come on, dupes. Get this done. Don't have to worry about it too much. I'm debating about when I'm going to seal this room proper. Could do it now, but I don't have the battery power or the resources to make the connection point yet. Like, it's all pre-built and ready to go. The problem is we ran out of refined metals. Recycled little bits here and there, but tight on materials. I should just leave this. I'm gonna need that for later. I'm just trying to see where I can, like, reclaim materials. Because once I can get this done, then we're good. The problem is... Excuse me. The problem is I can't really recycle this line. Still have power going through. $2,455 glass. I should probably do 3K. Yeah, this is probably a good idea. Maybe pack in some extra plastic as well. Do 3,500. The plastic going. Good. That's what I want to see. These guys can't generate any kind of cooling right now. Until this gets done and this reactivates. It'll be in 20.7 cycles. Then we'll see more cooling and then we'll be generating a bunch more power. That'll do. Target there. Alan. Is here right now. Got Vern. Is kind of needed on the other planet, but not completely. Let me think. I need to take a mechatronics engineer over there to finish up the extra wiring. So crew-wise, I definitely need a good mechatronics. Protopoly is my pilot for this. Froxus is staying. Frey is my digger. I think we're gonna take Spoon. I could take Dev, but he's got way too high of requirements right now. Could take Keo. Well, actually, no. Well, Keo would be fine, but they can't sleep in the same room as everyone else. Because A, they're a glow stick dupe, and B, they're necrophobic, which means... Yeah. Thankfully, they generate their own light source. Downside, if the game calculates that they're not generating their own light source, they become a threat to themselves. Thankfully, they're always radioactive and always glowing, so this is enough light to keep them going without any issues. The bad news about that is that it immediately it just pisses off every other dupe that's currently trying to sleep in the room. But I'm very happy to say that a glow stick dupe that is afraid of the dark is literally the best combo you can get. All the wrong reasons. Also, I need to get this, this, and that. That'll put Zhao at 15. So that will be my other researcher. I should probably get field researching as well. Yep. Okay, Crazy. We needed to get you maxed out digging. I will give you the orange hat, because you get your own specialty thing. I got 10. And then, I guess, one in build, maybe? I don't know. Arctus stays at 14. Skipix, you need an upgrade to your ranching. Ah, you were so close. I almost got you your suit. I gotta get you the critter ranching fully. Okay, so that's that. Why did you not alert me? What? Why? There. That works. I gotta set it for that. I set it for a 2. That'll do. It'll work out pretty well. Here comes the CO2 rocket. There we go. Food-wise, 40% in the other ones. Oh, that's gonna get really annoying, isn't it? Hydrogen, even you. There we go. Let me turn this off. Below 0. There we go. Got him landed. How much he made? 464. Good job. Dude, don't. You know what? No. I can keep this building on. Naval building. I am just going to make it so that way only Gene can enter the bathroom. That way the only person I know that if something goes wrong, I can blame him. Only him. Where is he? Gene, where are you? Yeah. Only Gene gets to use the bathroom. Nobody else. God damn it, dude. Still not generating power. Temperature is 130, 140. And one blob of coolant. And we're still close, right? All the resources that we currently have is outside. I need to take. Minute of steel, so that could survive in there. That's actually not a problem. Need to replace that. This. Add some tiles here. Clean that up. He's fleeing. Fleeing. Oh, Zorbrick. No! They're targeting Zorbrick now, too. Damn it. Stupid bees, why must you ruin this? He's been in here for like over 300 cycles without problems. And now the save load targets him. Hate this. You'd think that there would be like some sort of like bee handler trait or something. No, it's completely random. Every time you load the game up, you have no idea which dupe is actually going to get injured by bees when they're in a suit. They're not supposed to, but it's a known bug. It's a problem, and it's why must you frustrate me, bees? Why? Yep, lots of injury. Hey. Jane. Why did you take the med bay? God damn you. I'm just sitting here shaking my head at my duplicate right now. Like, why, oh why, cause me so much headache? Come on, dupes. It's not me hurting the dupes. The dupes keep running into the bees. More so, every time you save and load the game randomizes which duplicates can be hurt through their Atmos suits by the betas. So you don't know what dupe is going to get injured when they go through this door. Like, there's literally no way for me to tell. And it's completely random. The more dupes you have, the actual less often you will see it, which is weird. But when they did the last large-scale patch, that's when it broke all the betas. This has not been like a large issue for a while, only in the last like bracket patch between the previous patch and what's going to be the, I believe the what was it, Fast Friends update, which is the next one that I was trying out twice now. That's the one that has the really creepy cuddle pip. Oh, I know, Neo, but I'm still getting annoyed because it's just like, why, game? Why are you targeting my dupes? It's not even me. It's the game. The game's trying to kill my people. It's so stupid. It's like, stop trying to murder my betas. Like, that's actually the... It's not even the fact that it's hurting the dupes, because I have a good doctor. He can take care of them pretty quickly, well within a cycle. The problem is we constantly lose betas because they keep randomly targeting a dupe, and then all of them die instantaneously. Like, I'll see all of these little betas just dead. And then it slows down removing an extraction of uranium. That's the part that pisses me off the most, is it's like, game, just be consistent. That's all I can ask of you. Like, please, just be consistent. Make the bees remove the uranium. Like, that's the whole dang point. Stop ruining this. I know. Exactly. But it isn't. That's the part that pisses me off. Like, frustration. That's what this is. Pure, unadulterated frustration. How's our battery? Oh, it's completely full. Good. Gene, get back to your crew quarters. We have more research to make. Wait, what? Insufficient resources. 5 kilograms of plastic. 5 tons of plastic. It gets fixed the second he gets here. So stupid. Okay. Gene, please get back to your crew quarters. I repeat, please return to your crew quarters. Bear, why are you taking it? Whatever. Fine. You do you do. There's Gene. Go, buddy, go. Interior. Change targets. Putting him back up into orbit. Jump out of here. And begin launch sequence. There we go. Okay, let me set this for above. Sorry, below 2. There we go. And that should work. Yep, Kia's doing medical care. Problem, Kia, you're also radiating him into oblivion. Oh no. Yep. I mean, any germs that were on him are definitely just got vaporized. Good job, Keo. Good job. That's hilarious. Okay, now I do need to remove this tile to build this pipe. And yeah, that's definitely taking overheat damage. Disable auto repair. And then build that. I'm just going to recycle the coolant. I've been wanting to do it, but we didn't have enough steel, so I'm just going to have to make do with only having wolframite, which is not great because it's going to break, but I can do an okay job on it. Okay, come on, dupes. Good. Good. There we go. Now I'll connect this to this. Place the steel and leave this one good enough. This is 100% going to break repetitively until I've finished off cycling everything, of which I will delete it. I could swap this for steel in case any water does get to the bottom. Do have it though. Is a possibility. I should probably also automate this. Yes. Let's do... I'll do a cycle sensor because I don't need it running all the time. I'll just put like 3% or something. And let's replace it with steel until I don't need it anymore. Probably best. Now that we've got enough. There we go. Warm up, dang you. Warm up. Inject the heat directly. I'll be happy when I can actually get this thing fully functioning without too much issue. It'll still be a while. Ah, the excess water. Got it. Wait, why is that so cold? That makes perfect sense. This also might be overcooling, but it also might cause an explosion. We will see. Both of those done. Gene, how you doing? How you holding up, actually? Well, you're eating the plastic. Supposedly they were supposed to fix this bug, but I've been starting to see it again. It's exactly on morale line. That's what I want to see. Dang it, too. It's one job. Not to do that. Up the priority on that to a 9, so we can move it up. Anyone else injured from bees that's not telling me? Nope, everyone's good now. So yeah, I guess I found the 2 people that were getting injured. It was Dev and Zorbrick. Betting a Hellshot could probably go back in there now. He was bugged the last time. Ooh, a Pip. Slow learner critter version ranch game. Why? Oni, stop. Stop with the ranchers who have critter aversion. This is the 5th or 4th one I've seen in this playthrough alone. Like, Hassan's fantastic. Operating +3 tidying, whatever. That's tight. Like, I can actually skill him up. That's not a big deal. He comes with exosuit training level 3. That's fantastic. I mean, that's 5 morale points that you don't have to spend. But I need ranchers. And a 0 rancher, we can't train them until the next update. I can't do anything with those until the next update. You know what? I'm going to actually call in the Pip here. I can use more Pips. Anyway. There's a Pip here. There. Ow. Tombed. What broke? Oh no! Had too much water coming in. Yeah, exactly. Can always use more Pips. Thanks, Sand. You stood on it and you dug it up. Doop. Okay. I need to lower the activation time to 3%. And I will do it at night. As with the next update now is the animal lover trait, since giving enough time. Yeah, those are the best possible ranchers. Exactly. I don't know. I personally, whenever they do the update, it takes 2 weeks for constant testing, if nothing explodes. That's just the track record of Cly Entertainment. Is that they launch their tests, or their actual test launch. They let people play it. Shit explodes, and then they allow us to send in tons and tons of reports for weeks. And if the game is stable within 2 weeks, the update goes live. Then they do a bunch of bug fixes afterwards, because everything else, probably other stuff starts exploding. Especially on Linux users and Mac users. Like, their games constantly blow up. Like, that's just, by default, ONI doesn't like them. That's kind of where we're sitting with that. But if the game update is way too broken, then they can easily delay it upwards of like 6 months. But normally Cly has a pretty good track record of about 2 weeks from when they launch the public test on Steam to actually hitting it to the live, like the live actual branch, I should say. So on average, I would probably expect it in a week and a half. That is if nothing is completely catastrophically wrong. If something's catastrophically wrong, it's probably on the forums by now, I would hope. And the devs are probably working their butts off to fix it. That would be my best estimation. But that's what they've done with 90% of the updates. We've had a couple ones, like the automation update, I believe, had a game-breaking bugs in it, and that one took an extra couple, I think it was a month and a half before it was ready. So it's just kind of up in the air on if it's going to implode or if it's going to function. I should probably go check the forum, to be honest, and see if there's any large-scale mass update problems that people have discovered. With the tiny baby Pip. Yes. Good old Pipsqueaks running around. I do want to start this off, but I don't have enough naphtha to actually get it going yet. Also, these guys need to be moved. I really don't want them in there. They will not survive. I like grub grubs. They're extremely effective. We should be able to get in there and fix that. They're just not. Okay, the temperature still hasn't gone up, so that's a good sign. Let me prep our food situation. I need that, and I want 30 kilograms of barbecue, 70 kilograms of pickled meal. Let me queue that up. Come on, dude. Deliver the delicious, delicious goddamn barbecue. Only 17 kilograms? God damn. Nope! Of course. Uh-oh. One of you just dropped barbecue. I can sense it. Where did you put it? I just saw the thing where it says assignee was changed, and it's just, where's the barbecue? Drop it down the middle. I don't see it. Doesn't mean it's not there. I have concerns. Let me just do that up just in case. Don't make me find freaking barbecue laying out in space. I will be very pissed with you. Exceedingly so. Fries current Aaron, Angry Bears for an Aaron, and Roxas. Okay, they're delivering. Delivered my route. We've got 1.07 million kilograms of barbecue, increasing 630,000 kilocalories of pickled meat. Also need to up that. Oh, no, not that one. Give me a 9. Okay, our backup food is here. Good. Rocket completely filled. As okay, dupes. Take the micro out. Take the nutrient bars. Take that out. Now I want... that only. Like, let's do 270. Are you bringing me the extra barbecue? Good. Everyone should be allowed in the rocket. Francis just comes over and instantly uses the bathroom. God damn it, man. Damn you, duplicant. Get 87%. I gotta get this thing launched here within the next cycle. Come on, dupes. Temperature's still stable. Good. That's a lot of hexalent fruit. I've been doing my best to keep the hexalent fruit because of rocket launches. That's quite a bit. Now then. Oops. Orbic, how much are you carrying? Oh, that's plenty. That's plenty. Okay, cool. But get in the rocket. Deliver me the food. Crew to stations. I repeat, crew to stations. Should be 4 this time. It'll be Protopoly the pilot, Raycor, Spoon, and Fructus. I will probably be leaving Fructus on Butalin, and I may leave Spoon here too. Maybe. Spoon's had a bit of an issue with this planet. Oh no, we got blue oxygen in there. Get rid of it. How hot are you? 93. Eh, we might get steam generated. I'll have to be careful with that. Okay, who is not aboard right now? Everybody except for Spoon. Ah, no, actually. Where's the other suits? Where's everybody, actually? Zorbrick. Also, it looks like my pipe priority broke again. Yeah. I hate the fact that I have to do that from time to time. These are all completely full. Yeah, this is why we have issues with pipe priority. Sometimes it's just frustrating. Out in the... Okay. Wrong one. Why is there nuclear waste there? What? Ow. No, these doors don't open. What do you mean? It phased through the wall? Ay, ay, ay. No pipes or anything. I have no idea. Well, already at 83%. Come on, dupes. Who is currently out here right now? And a hell shot? Sorry, bud, but you need to come back in. Like, right now. Anyone else? Does not look like it. Oh, one suit is for Spoon, one's for Frey. Okay, I'm going to disable this. I'm going to allow Fructus out, Frey out, and Spoon. One, that should be everybody. We have Frey, Spoon, Fructus, and Proto. Proto, where are you? Fleeing. What? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. I'm here looking at you. I just see you get stabbed up here. Cly! What the fuck? Let me guess. It's this one? Which bee died? Let's see. One just stabbed him. I heard it. I'm not seeing it die. How the hell did he get... He got stabbed right here. He legitimately got hit by a bee. Wait a minute. How many tiles away is this? Oh, sorry. Let me get his legs. He was standing here. He was 35 tiles away. Cly? What the fuck? What do you mean? You made the worst one would have been the one that was down here. It's 40 tiles away. What the heck? How? How did Hellshot get stabbed by a bee all the way up here? You got hit by an invisible bee. Don't understand. I'm locking him out. I don't care. He was already locked out. What? What the heck? Gotta hate Map Squish. Makes no goddamn sense. Also just got stabbed for 40 tiles at the most. 32 at the least. What the heck? Okay, Angry Bear is actually in the room. He's actually getting hit. That's fine. That's understandable. They're in the room. That makes sense. Hellshot was in the base. I don't understand. I can't compute this. What the heck? Teleporting materials. I just... I'm just glad I have a renewable source of bees. Otherwise I'd be having a massive concern. Losing this many bees sucks. Weird things. Okay, oops, what's going on up here? We have one suit. Let's... Two out in the rocket, one here. That leaves me with two other suits. That's like telling Commander Hellshot to dodge something that's coming at him that's invisible at the speed of sound and quantum entangling itself through material. like, how is he supposed to dodge that? Well, he isn't. Oxygen, that's fine. You, get your ass over here. Arctus, you're on the crew list. What are you doing? Where's Proto? I need to force him into the rocket. Proto. There. You're blissed out on a wheel. Got it. Okay. Nope. Move your butt up here. I know your suit says it, the one suit says it's out of oxygen. That's fine. Move your butt. Okay. And Proto. Put your suit on, bud. No, you don't. You are going straight to Sputnik 4. Right now. I have food to deliver, and you are my pilot. Move your ass. We'll swap your suit once you get inside. Come on. In you go. Hit the button, buddy. But it's like completely blissed out at the moment. Okay, and let me swap this suit. No. Deliver the new one. No, deliver the other one. There you go. Okay. Barbecue's probably only going to make it to about 50% when we get there. That'll be the first thing that we move. For sure. There he goes. We're heading back to Butalin. Good. So we've got 4 dupes in there, 1 in the rockets. That means most of our space construction is not going to be getting done for a little bit. That's perfectly fine. I've automated the water, so I don't really need to worry about it too much. Already up to 82, 71. Good. That one's dormant now for 53.5 cycles. That one will be active in 17.3. I'll be active in 22.1. Okay, good. See. Flooding as well. You are not flooded. And the reason I can tell is because the amount of water that is there is only 139 kilograms. That's literally nothing. How are you flooded when this is literally the same? What? Frustration. Literal frustration. And damn, oops. Or so God dang it, game. The dupes aren't really getting that much more injured. Okay, cool. I think I've solved the problem for the time being until I save and reload the game, and then more people are going to get injured again, as usual. This is why we have a doctor. When you're working with bees, well, they're a little buggy, and definitely temperamental. And also somehow can quantum entangle themselves against their target. Which doesn't make much sense, but whatever. I don't know how it works, all I know is I've seen it happen, and it's still weird. I should also set... Should be set for edible and pickled meal. This needs to be everything but excellent fruit because that's staying in the rocket. Nutrient bar. Okay, yeah, that's everything. Cooking ingredient as well. Sleep only. Manual use for this one. That way we can get it into the fridge very, very quickly. I'm going to set this for 3. When we get there, 7 for now. Just in case the dupes leave food laying around. Spoon's probably gonna need their suit swapped. Kid. What you can do when we're not really collecting everything automatically. What are you doing about? That's a 7. An 8, that's a 7. Why did the auto sweeper not pick up the... Oh. It's 1 kilogram exactly. Ah. That's weird, but okay. I wonder how that happened. It must have been like a sleet wheat grain or something. A couple of them like that. I don't know. Oh well. Be happy when my dupes get here. Spoon. I am going to make you swap your spoon. You are going to get some pretty nasty popped eardrums, but you should be fine. The main one I need to worry about is Protopoly, because he is our pilot. And his morale matters more than any. Swap them out so that they can get their own food through that. Oh. Hey, steam turbine's working again. Yes. Definitely taking the 5 degrees and kicking it up to about 20. That's a lot of it. Oh boy. Oh. Rocket has run out of power. Awesome. That is exactly what I wanted to see. It needs to be below 0. Now I don't need to worry about it. We only got 48 out of that one. That's fine. That's exactly what I want to see. Every time I launch this rocket, I have to preload that energy sensor. And then we're good. I do gotta be careful about the exhaust. It is punching through this. By 1 tile. It's 1 tile off. Research purposes, I should probably queue up something else. You know what? Let's get my memory toggle. We're gonna need it in the future anyway. Oh, we're gonna need it in the near future anyway, I should say. Sputnik's on its way back. Fleeing. Oh no. Who's being injured? Bear? One got him. That's about it. Should be okay. Temperature is 95. Good. Oh boy. How is that actually happening? No, like seriously, what? How am I seeing rain in here? And the steam turbines can only reach 95 degrees. As their actual limit. Huh. They overheat at that point. Huh. That's actually hitting over his limit right now. Or as that one's under. Okay. I'm guessing it's because of the actual temperature differential in here. Or nope, nope, that's it. That would explain it. The same issue that happens in other systems when you're dealing with different types of gas to liquids. It's because it's warming it up just enough that it causes it to state change, which then causes the other materials to get moved out of the way. Then it cools right back down because it's actually below the actual state change temperature, and it keeps recycling itself. The cool thing is, it's actually keeping the steam turbines running. Like, that one's right on the precipice of not running. There's water coming out as 95. This can technically hit 100, and then it immediately shut off, which is why it will average out at 95. But this one's just barely over the threshold that it can run. And now it's state changing, which is causing it to stay right balanced at 99.5. Nice. I'm okay with that. Good stuff. Okay, I'm going to unequip his suit and then swap him out. Put a poly. There you go. There we go. I got photos back up to full suit. Food-wise, we're at 33%. What's the battery on this thing? Okay, it's back to full. Good. Change target. Put him in orbit. Gene, where are you, buddy? I'm sorry I keep launching you into space, but we're just putting you in orbit to do research for us. I need these goddamn data disks. Give me all the data banks you can make. I need all the floppies. Jane? You have a suit. Where are you? Dev is injured again, and I don't know how. Not. Dev, were you actually injured, or are you just displaying as injured? I think he's just displaying as injured. 100%. Nope. Nope. They're just displaying as they've been injured. Okay. That's fine. Carry on, dude. Carry on. Bye, Proctus. Bye, Frey. You guys will just have to live with crappy suits for the moment. Jane! Your rocket, please. Where is he? Jane? How is he? Jane? He's blitzed out of his mind, Sparkle Streaker. Oh, God. Your suit's ready, bud. Get back to the Adeos. Wait, what? Unreachable? What do you mean unreachable? Oh, because... Let me guess. You're not on the list? You're not on the list. There we go. You are now on the list. Oh, buddy. That would explain it. Like, I thought I put him in there, but I didn't. Bandwidth got seriously injured again. And where did you go that just white? Oh, you killed all the bees. Wait a minute, where are all the bees? Where's my uranium cleanup crew? God damn it, Dope. Why must I deal with you people constantly getting screwed over by game mechanics that make no sense? Frustration. That is. Again, launch sequence. Punch it, Gene. There you go. I put it up to 2. Tell me when you are ready to go. Okay, you guys, you have 0.7 cycles. The meat is at 59%. 27% on this one. Whatever. You guys can eat it when you get there. Not too big of an issue. My poor dupes are suffering at the hands of suit mechanics. But I'm okay with it. They just don't like me for it that much. Now they are technically being blasted with rads. Okay. All of them are pretty much safe here until they walk over there. Fuck this, why? Why would you do this? I know you could feel the radiation, sir. You guys glow green whenever you hit minor radiation sickness. I know you can feel it. So please stop staying in the range of radiation. Thank you. Aye. Doctoring, decorating, rocketry, super digging, iron gut. Oh, I have plenty of that, yeah. I just don't want to waste any of it. I do everything in my power to not consume any of it, if I can. It's not like the dupes are really doing anything right now in the rocket, so it's perfectly fine with them not having to worry about it. The only one that I technically need to worry about is this guy. That's only because he's using a CO2 rocket, which means that he's limited to just the battery. The solar panel is not powerful enough to actually power a orbital data collection, and you can only run one of them. So I wouldn't be able to run the fridge and this, even if I put a battery in here. So you just charge up the battery, set this to like 1 or 2. Doesn't really matter. Just like keeping 2 because, well, 2 cares. But then you just keep the battery running. Once the battery runs out, you bring him right back down. And it's a really easy and cheap and just very effective way of utilizing a CO2 rocket, even technically past its usefulness. Because I can just vent all my excess CO2 on up to space and not really have to care about it too much. I think the core is finally stabilized. Yep. 547.5. All the way across. Okay, cool. I gotta wait for my duplicants to go to the bathroom some more and fill up the tank. And then we'll cool this off again. I could use the hydrogen and then delete it, but I really don't care enough to do that. So I do need to run the hydrogen more often. I might need to make an AND gate so that way it's on and off. Or just set this to a timer. Probably a timer would be best. The only issue is claiming all of this resource. I don't know which dupes right now are going to be buggy. I think I got the rest of them, but I don't know. I'm just going to keep the camera over here. That way I'm still witnessing them. If we have any Schrodinger's cat incidences, it'll be over here and not here. Hopefully. Oops. There's 3 suits. Come on. Now we wait. I do need to check on that. That looks good. Star match check. 0.3. Good all. Nobody's went in so far. Oops. Oops. A free reign to go in there. Just waiting on you. Oh. Bucket's coming in. Come on. Oh. In order completely. Good. Good, 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 good. Running, grabbing the nuclear waste. And she's out. Okay, so Bucket's perfectly fine with the bees. For now. When I save and load the game tomorrow, it will probably be someone else. Or Bucket might be targeted. I don't know. All I know is pain. Frustratingly annoying pain. We will see. We're up to 44 Dracos. Good. Last think we're at 57 tons already. I'm content with that. He's still working. "55 seconds. Good. Quick check on everybody else. They are out of power. Hydrogen. Do not have hydrogen. Oops. Get on the wheel, please. Yo. Oh, now. Got too cold. It was too powerful again. I will admit, the chill from a full salt slush geyser is pretty nutty. Seriously, it's very strong. Oops. What the... Oh, frame. I see the problem. Okay, I see the problem. They were eating on the ladder. coming down here shortly. There they come. Very hot, hot, hot gas. Extremely hot gas. Thankfully that is now shielded. Okay. Oops. Yeah, I was gonna say, you guys stay in the rocket. Equip your suit. Undock that one. Rock this. Putting that on. Deliver suit. And we're going to refill the suits here. Spoon's not allowed through, and Frey is not allowed through. Are you, Frey? We're going to cycle the suits now. Equip your suit. Suit. You guys are going to get blown out of your gems they delay, so it doesn't really matter. You have one worn suit. It's fine. Go for the other one. Now, Frey, you need to put this one on. Right? Put your suit on. Come on. You have 94 stamp. What are you doing? Ah. Oops, 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 oops. Put your suit on. Everyone's got their suits on. Frey, you are now free to leave the base. Talon, immediately emergency do. Go. Oops. Fill the conveyor loader. Bring the barbecue. Now. Repeat. Bring the barbecue now. Odo is almost out of suit gas. Also quite bad. There you go. Hungry, so I'm going to allow him to eat in the rocket for a moment. Right, spoon, rock this, and Proto will get the far one. He's back to normal. There we go. Go, go, go. Okay, go back to normal. Talon. All the batteries are filled. Make sure it's not soup only, and we will bring all of the food over. Deep freeze, awesome. Okay, that's good. That's what I want to see. Bring me the rest of it, dupes. Quickly. Pickled meal. Come on, dupes. Get the rest of it. I have a lot of stuff that needs to get built here shortly. We're gonna build, let's see. Probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We might get 13 solar panels. Should be a massive boost in power. That is the goal, after all. So I'm gonna go check back on main base while everyone else is handling everything else. Food-wise, we did take a large chunk of it with us, but it's all gonna be put in the fridge, and I don't need to worry about it. Okay, good. The fridge is empty. All of our non-spoilable food is still here. Good. Oh, wait. Oops! Why? I left them. I was just like, wait a minute. Why is there a pickled meal with 47,000 kilocalories in here? Oops. Emergency. Why did you leave that there? Damn it. Pretty sure they're just delivering here. They aren't. Sleep only. Uh-oh. I think that... No, wait, no, they're not bugged. They're just animation bugged. As duly noted, this just kind of happens from time to time. Deep freeze, sterile environment, deep freeze. Okay, cool. Did we get it? Yes, we did. Go, dupe. Go, Proto. Go. Okay, we're 9 priority that. And there we go. Now all of our food, nice and stored in here. Good. We have 108,000 kilocalories to work with. And 78,000 to get back. Now, what is draining my power here again? Separated. This is manual. I don't know what is. I'm confused for it. Nothing new is connected. Why are we running out of power so often? Oop. Just run on the wheel, please. Very, very strange. Kick that down to 36 degrees. Good. I feel like I need to add more wheels. Don't know where to put them. I can also get rid of this small battery. I don't need it anymore. Probably keep that over. Yeah, that'll be perfect space for that. Probably move this and now I do need heavy wire. I need to replace all of my current wiring because I brought the mechatronics engineer over here for this very specific reason. Because, yeah, we need to actually fix this. Reactive right now. Nope. Is out of power. Good. Good, good, good. Thank you for the alert. Lower that down to 0. We got... Ooh! 87. Good job, Gene. There we go. Alright, technically get rid of these doors. I don't need them anymore. Separate here to here. That. Maybe want the whole thing there. Line priority heavy watt. That. I need to mostly heavy watt this, so that way I can reclaim the ore resources. Is the lead. I would rather just use the lead for that. Doesn't mean more duplicate time, but it does keep the system running. The other issue is that I need to connect that, that, one there. Right there. Over. One there. Get one over there. That'll be the limit. I could probably try to cheek one in like right there, but mostly gonna take up the same space. Yeah, that's not worth it. There. And from here to here. They'll get destroyed anyway, so it's not that big of a deal. Well, I shouldn't say destroyed, it'll get recycled. That should be perfectly fine. Go, dupes, go! More power! Prototype Gaming. Hello, welcome. Currently just adding more power to the entire system and then cleaning up the rest of it. Fine, dupes. Also going to 100% up construction rates. Maximum on these. Get the ball rolling. Teach me your ways. Well, what do you have a question about? Right now I'm just finally switching from a line-based solar to my usual pyramid setup. The only reason we're switching over to heavy watt conductive is because we have so much lead and I'd rather use the ore for other processes. Oh, dude, you're so close. I'm so new. I don't know how to get out of the slime area. Ah, which planetoid did you start with? Did you start with Terra? I assume that you started with Terra and you're dealing with slime. But I don't know if you... Or did you start with Marsh? What planetoid did you... well, actually, first question. Are you playing the base game? Or are you playing DLC? Or are you playing base DLC? Because it's weird. But yes, DLC has two versions, which is technically the normal-sized original maps. But with the DLC, planetoids, the other one's base game. Okay, so you don't have... When you open your star map, it looks like a pillar with a bunch of POIs. It does not look like a hex-based planetoid simulator. Easiest way to check. If you have this, you're in DLC. If you have just the pillar where you have the distance meter and it shows you like possible POIs, that's the base game. Okay, so you can't open it yet. You are definitely in base game. So if you're in standard Terra on base game, the first thing I would say to rush is to get to your electrolyzer. Where is it? This thing. This will save your ass every time. This is the primary source of oxygen generation, as well as it is the first thing I would normally recommend anyone go for. Not only is it technically self-powering, but it is also your primary source of oxygen. So this is what these things are. The electrolyzer is you input water, and it outputs oxygen and hydrogen. Yes, technically. So the thing is that the electrolyzer, like everyone starts with your basic oxygen diffusers. These technically can last you about 400 cycles if you eke it out, but it's not really... I would never recommend doing that. Infaust, who was a regular viewer here from time to time, he actually took the electrolyzers to, I think, 800 cycles, which I thought he was insane for doing so. Because, well, yeah. How do you deal with the hydrogen? You burn it off. So the thing is with hydrogen is that hydrogen will always rest on top of oxygen. Hydrogen will rest on every single gas. So what you do is that you know how a fume hood works in real life, where you have just a bucket over gases and you vent them out through the bucket. Hydrogen in this game works in the same exact mechanic. So hydrogen will always try to settle on top of oxygen, no matter what. And it will always form a tile above oxygen. So what we do is that we take the electrolyzer. You can set this on top of either airflow tiles or mesh. I normally use mesh in case of a pipe breaking. And what you do is that you make it a 3-tile tall block here. You can use doors, you don't have to, not that big of a deal. But what happens is that the hydrogen will form a tile that the oxygen can't replace. And what that means is that this is now gas locked. So every time that this pumps out gas, as long as the hydrogen is still here, this will no longer accept oxygen. Because the way that oxygen not included works is that two gases cannot fulfill the same tile of space. That also works with liquids and solids. So the thing is that when dealing with electrolyzers, you can set up a gas pump, build 3 tall, so there's only 1 tile here, so there's no way oxygen can get through here, and then you set an Atmos sensor. For research purposes, that would be liquids, the air systems. You need to get, where is it? The improved ventilation, which is the Atmos sensor. You need basic smart home, which this is all basic research. Like, you can do this immediately when you start the game. And I always do this. Second you get into a map, like the actual map, go straight into meal preparation, and then immediately bomb rush the air system. That way you can immediately start making oxygen and hydrogen, and then you can start building up the hydrogen. And then what happens is that once you get your refined metals, which you can either, depending on if you started on a map with boulders or if you started on a map with, say, a volcano. If you got a gold volcano, you're in luck. It's really easy to work with. If you got any other volcano, I would not recommend doing this. But you can technically take a gold volcano and immediately start making gold wires with it. And that way you would not need to rush a rock crusher. Rock crusher allows you to just get basic refined metals, which means you can then make automation wire. Automation wire is 5 kilograms per thing, so 1 use of a crusher and you're good. And eventually, you will end up with what is called the Rodriguez, or a SPOTM, self-powering oxygen machine. And the thing is that this setup here, this can handle 31.2, I think, duplicants worth of oxygen. And I actually have 2 of them. I don't need 2. I just ended up making 2. But the thing is that you can simplify this. Is it better to have gold over copper? If you have gold, you can make your duplicants very happy. The only reason that you would use gold over copper is the reduction of decor. So the gold automatically will cut the decor cost in half of anything that's made out of it, or boost it by 50%. So say you make a wire, and you'll see here the automation wire, -10. When it's gold, it's only half that. So those 2 tiles, those 2 pieces of automation wire will be -5 combined. So technically, it doesn't really matter in a living space because you're not dealing with temperatures that would cause the gold to melt. So you could use either copper or gold, doesn't matter. Use whatever you have on hand. If I go into my current material overlay, you will notice that I have a lot of random mismatch of colors because I have not uniformly built my base yet. Like we're at cycle 700, I do not have a renewable refined metal resource yet. I know where to get it, I just haven't made it there yet, because in the DLC, I'm playing on the hardest difficulty, which we're lacking a lot of refined metal. But for just basic explanation, this is all you really need. This can run 15 duplicates. This is a mini Rodriguez. There's a micro version, which is just 1, and then all it is just this. Sorry, there you go. So, a mini Rodriguez, you just build it like this. If you want to, you can screenshot this. I have automation set up like that. Not really that big of an issue. It's 1 pipe all the way through. You could take a screenshot, and I can turn off Nightbot for a minute, if you wish. I can take a look. I also need to add another wheel, at least as a stopgap measure until the solar panels are all done. Okay, good. Those are all powered up, power-wise. Good. Now let me dismantle these, and this solar panel can go. All the wrong things. Okay, there's nothing inherently wrong with designs in Oxygen Not Included. There's just more efficient and less efficient. There we go. Now then. My dupe can't get over here. Oops. That. I thought I already had that one installed. I did not. It's my other dupes right now. Oh, yep, there goes Protobally. I thought I had that one down. I may have had it and I deleted it earlier. I wasn't paying attention. Yes. Ooh, Pokeshell spawn. I am definitely going to take that. The problem is I need to deal with the duplicate that is currently stranded on the solar panel because my other duplicates probably removed the ladder without me noticing it. Yeah, let me turn off Nightbot real quick. Go. And feel free to throw a screenshot up. There we go. There goes Spoon. Got things to do. Need to build that wire right there. Come on. Spoon! You have one job. Build this one wire. Frustration. That's what that is. Come on. Thank you. Now, build all of these. Good. Now you guys can jump over that. I am going to high priority this. I don't really need this upper ladder, I just want it here just as a safety measure. Just in case a dude decides to somehow get stuck. I don't want to know how they do it, I just don't want to make sure that I don't have to worry about it. This one needs to be scooted over, this one needs to be removed, and this one needs to be moved over. And these need to be replaced. And that needs to be installed. Nope. Spoon's got radiation sickness. Slightly. When they go to the bathroom, they'll be fine. Alright, where are you going? Okay, good. You are just coming in here to grab resources. That's all I want to see. Make sure that they're grabbing resources and not doing something stupid. Let me check on ending more injuries. Sam got stabbed by a bee again, probably through a wall, but fine. They're a wee bit buggy, but they should be okay. Temperatures are stabilized, good. Oh, I need to look at the bags. everything else is okay. Turn that off. We have those to research for. Yeah, that got too hot. I was moving extremely hot materials through, so that's gonna happen. Okay, looks like everything else is back up to snuff. Okay, good. Let me get Jean back in the rocket. The suit has been reloaded in there, and also I will queue up Crow. Proto, what are you at? 112. Good. For now. Oh, what's wrong, Proto? Actually, I'll call you Prototype because I do have a Proto that shows up from time to time. Ah, gotcha. Yeah, feel free to do so. Okay, oops. Let's build that. So suit durability is at 100%. Let me deliver the suit here. Okay, let's see here. Good use of auto sweepers. Just so you know, with the mealwood, you only really need one container if you're using dirt. Let's see. We've got starvation warnings across the board. Not so great. You're running 9 duplicates. Okay, yeah. You definitely want to be using the electrolyzer. But let's see here. Food-wise. I'm seeing starvation warnings with 0 calories. Oh boy. You're already at cycle 116. I would probably sort through... Okay, you do not need that many showers. I'm just going through the images here. You definitely do not need that many showers, for sure. You only need 1. And even then, it's still pretty limited. Let's see. Okay, I've got a lot of suggestions for you. Number 1. Your food is really good. Oh, I noticed it hit 0. Oh no. No, you're fine. You're fine. And everyone has to start out the game at some point. Exactly, you should be. That's the thing. You should always just go, play oxygen not included as you go. Also, I am 100% slapping Proto into this brand new suit. Proto. God damn it. Get up, you moron. You have 3% stamina. Get the suit on. Now. There we go. There you go. Okay. Yeah, it's Proto Poly. The other one. I have a Proto Poly, and now there's you, who is Prototype Gaming. Congratulations. If I get another good duplicate, I'll slap you in. You don't need to worry about it too much. I go based on my follower list. As well as my subscribers. Oh, radiation. Who's getting radiated? Who is it? Okay, it's not them. Oh, well, I see it. And Faust is getting nailed. Oh no. Too much radiation. It's too powerful. That's funny. I'm a genius. Oh, Proto over here is a pretty damn good rocket pilot. I'll definitely have to get you in as a rancher for sure. Right. Oh, 55 degrees. Got too warm over here in the corner. I'll have to make it out of steel. These ones are all fine because they're right next to the other side, but yep, too much heat up in the north. All the machinery. Swap those for steel. I don't have to worry about it too much. This needs to go, but I need to up construction priority on the cable first. That way we have power going to everything. Ah, gotcha. Well, if they're entering a polluted oxygen environment, they're actually okay. Even though it's slime lung isn't dangerous anymore. It used to be. Like, it used to be an actual threat to you. Now it's not so much. Like, it used to actually just flat out kill a dupe if they weren't taken care of. Now it just slows down their athletics by 5, which is definitely rough. Yeah, you can send them in without a gas mask. Like, they actually don't need a gas mask when dealing with polluted oxygen or the slime lung. Also, I am so confused as to how nuclear waste keeps popping up here. Getting some weird things going on. How to put on the suit too? Ah, gotcha. So, oxygen masks use a... Where is it? Should we stations? The oxygen mask checkpoint. Once you've unlocked the oxygen mask, the actual dock, then you can put the oxygen mask checkpoint next to it. Like so. And then the dupes will go that way. Based on the indicators. I didn't know if... Let me go check. I didn't actually look to see if your base had the actual checkpoints in it. Also, I'm turning back on Nightbot, so... Yeah, you have it set up. Okay. But yeah, suit-wise, the best way I always use it is that I designate a door, and then I designate who can go through and who can't. Oxygen masks don't have a athletics penalty, and there's no way to technically speed up your dupes when they're using them in comparison to suits. So, in the skills, you'll notice suit wearing training and exosuit wearing suit wearing. So these ones make it so that way your dupes completely negate the exosuit penalty, the exosuit penalty reduction, and that actually gives them an athletics boost. But you can't do that with oxygen masks, so you're kind of screwed. I normally only use oxygen masks for as limited as possible because, well, they really suck. Like, they really don't give you much to work with, which is quite terrible. So I need to launch my other rocket. Onward to orbit with you. Bunch of Gene. Oh yes. So let me pull up your base. Are you still dealing with the food shortage? Because I'm seeing 0 kilocalories. It won't put on the suit, though. Make sure that the suit dock... Here it is. The checkpoint is set to clearance always. And that should hopefully fix it. Because you're only running one suit. If you were running multiple suits, you can do vacancy. Like, I'm running exactly the number of suits here as my duplicate number is. So I can always use vacancy. Because they're not putting the food up. Got it. Oh, my research is done. Good, good, good. We will grab... You know what, we'll go for new media. They're not putting up the food. Let me just check your base here. I think I've got the screenshots. Do you have a CO2 box for your food? No. You're just... Are you just running fridges? Okay, so let's see here. Let me try to rebuild what's in your base right now, so that way I can just show you. Okay, there we go. Let me grab the screenshot for that. I'm going to pause real quick, and I'm just going to rebuild what you have on screen. So you've got it set up like this with a micro mesher over here. And let's see, how much space do you have underneath it? You've got an extra set, you've got an extra 2 tiles. Temperature's there. Then you had 2 auto sweepers because your food generation is right below it. That one's there, and that one's there. Okay. So, first of all, I would take your refrigerators, and I would actually build a little basin down here. Even though your plants are growing on up, as I can see here in what you've got for your screenshot, you actually have space here. So you could push this even further down. Remove these. You don't need your ration box anymore. You're already beyond that point, because you've got fridges. Put them like this. You clear this stove. Scoot it over. And then this would allow your dupes to actually grab the food from down here. Also, when they're grabbing food, they will exhale CO2, which will eventually add CO2 into this. And mind you, this will still be able to grab to here, even with that corner edge. And then this one can also grab at this one right here. So these are still overlapping with your current layout. And with this setup, this would be a little bit easier to store food, and this will last a little longer. Because once it's in CO2, it gets what is called the sterile environment. And sterile environment means that you are cutting the decay in half from its normal rate, because like for this, I go to the barbecue. So barbecue normally has a 8% frozen rate, or well, technically decay at refrigeration, and a 6% at a atmosphere. If it is at sterile, it goes to 0, and if you kick it down to negative 18, the environment specifically, then the atmosphere becomes 0% loss, and it becomes frozen, which then reaches deep freeze state, which is this right here. So the main goal for early game is to put your food immediately into a sterile environment, and then get it into refrigerators. Once you've gotten past that point, then you no longer need the refrigerator, and then you can start freezing it. And the way that I freeze it is you will see that I use ethanol at negative 27.3. You can also use crude oil or petroleum, or if for some reason you end up getting supercoolant before you get crude oil somehow, or ethanol or any other source, then just use supercoolant, because supercoolant is the best, period. The only good news about this, though, is that this does not actually need to be big. Like, this is a bit overkill because I have this much distance. But the thing is that I could have technically put my cooler, like, right here if I had the space, and it you really only need like this much ethanol. The reason being is that you're technically sapping the energy from the food, nothing else really. So even though the food comes out of the actual grill at like 80 degrees, 80 degrees centigrade, it it holds like no energy. So it one blob of 10 kilograms of ethanol, fantastic. Prototype Gaming, thank you for the follow, by the way. But yes, as duly noted, don't really require that much. I would fully recommend building something like this from what you've already got. I would scoot the grill over so that way the dupe can just immediately drop it in. Also, seeing you do have your thing set up for your auto sweepers, at least for putting in the dirt. Do you have a mechatronics engineer in this playthrough yet, or not? If you don't, I wouldn't recommend it right now. I do see a mechatronics hat, but I don't know. I would assume that you do, because I'm seeing them. But I would definitely recommend upgrading your food actual storage using a conveyor chute at a later point. But right now, seeing your food is currently at 0 kilocalories, I would immediately do this. Like, as an emergency setup, this is probably the first thing that you need to do like right this instant to save your base. So, and that will not encroach on your plants at all. So I would definitely recommend that. Also, I did see that you have an exosuit forge right here, and you have the crafting station here. So that's what it's going to look like once you just move the fridges in. And then that should start saving up some more of your food without it expiring immediately. Let's see. What else? I think the next thing I would recommend probably, I see a Travaldo down at the bottom near your airlock and near the steam vent. It looks like you put a bedroom there. I would almost say put the... Yeah, I'd probably say put the Spotum either... Let me see. I'm just trying to recreate your base real quick so that way I can help with this. So you've got this, you've got your shower room in there, which is... I don't really know if you need that. I mean, you can. I feel like that's overkill. But let's see. You've got a farming station in here. I totally don't have enough room for this. So, to solve an oxygen solution, I would not recommend digging this area out yet in your base. Right over here, for anyone else wondering, in the screenshots above, there is a giant pile of sandstone, sand, dirt, and algae over here. I would not recommend digging this up, and I would use what you already have. Already cleared, for the most part. Yeah, I know. I was there when Slime was OP too. That's the only time I've ever lost duplicates. I lost 3 dupes. Since the launch of the game, I've only ever lost 3 duplicates. I've been playing this every single night, pretty much, since the launch of ONI. I've been playing this game way too damn long. But yes, thankfully, Slime Lung is not overpowered anymore. It just gives you a -5 athletics and makes your dupes cough on everyone, which obviously increases stress, but it's not a death sentence like it used to be. Now, zombie spores are so much worse. Let me head on over here real quick. So they took Slime Lung's original nasty ability to kill you, and then they made zombie spores out of it, and then made it worse than old slime. Yeah, old Slime Lung would just eventually kill the dupe while spreading itself. Zombie spores actively turns your dupes into a spore spreader even when they're dead. So they become much worse. Yeah, these just burn these. I know that they can't technically be burned, but just get rid of them to the best of your abilities, or put them in a box. Like here on Butalin, I have a couple of them. They're in a safety box. No one is technically allowed in or out of this box. I have one more I need to get rid of. But yeah, don't fuck with spore childs. Just all you have to do with these guys, take a tile, build it like this, and then crush it. Normally using the definitely infected crude oil, and then use it to drown the plant and keep it in a box. Once the plant is turned into a seed, then you just put a tile on top of it, and you'll crush all of the gas and everything else that was inside of here that was polluted and contaminated, and then you can just remove the seed. But you can see I ended up doing that over here. There was one that was right here. I had to literally crush my way through it and then squish it in the corner. But yeah, spurgets are no joke. Don't let them like live under any circumstance. Exterminate on sight. Let's see here. What else can I recommend? I would definitely say... let's see here. Have you... I would recommend taking a screenshot of this. If you haven't done so already. That way you know what you need to do, because I'm about to clear this. So, as a personal recommendation, without having to really rip up anything else in your base, I would recommend definitely building this really quickly. Okay, cool. So I'm going to clear this. And then in... Okay, good. Good. I'm going to clear that, and then I'm going to rebuild another portion of your base. Right here up at the edge of space, because I'm definitely going to need the room for this. So we built the bridge here. And then you have the farming plots are down 2, 3, 4. So, got a door there. Fine, I'll just ignore it. Farming tile there. And I see that you have... Your kitchen is here. That looks good, by the way. But I would recommend the area under here... Probably want to convert that into a bottom. Also, with your kitchen, I would recommend putting a door on it. The only reason I say this is that if you come on over here in the top right, you'll see the room overlay. The room overlay in your current kitchen layout will give you a mess hall. That will give you +3 morale bonus by any duplicate eating or existing in this room. If you end up adding a water cooler, then you end up getting a Great Hall if you throw in a decor item. There is a door. In the screenshot, it doesn't look like there's a door. I'm seeing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm seeing 8 mess tables without a door with plants in between them. Oh, don't know why it's gone. I was about to say, I'm like, what happened to your door? Oh, man. The only thing I would recommend is if you have the water cooler unlocked, slap it in there. And then immediately disable it. Because you already have plants in there, so those count as your decor item requirement for a Great Hall. And the thing is that if you slap in a water cooler, this is the smallest recreational item that you can put in. It's a 2x2. And you just disable it. It'll say outside recreation room, but that doesn't matter. Because the thing is that the Great Hall wants one recreational building. So weirdly enough, the game just goes, okay, cool, there's a water cooler in existence? Okay, perfectly fine. I'm going to give you 6 morale. Which is fantastic. This is one of the strongest items in the game, and is something that you should definitely try to focus on building immediately. Obviously, once you get the water cooler and you have some plants, boom, done. Really nice and simple. But as I was doing this one over here, let me pull up your thing again. So your kitchen is right here. Right below this, I would recommend building a spot up. So I'm going to scoot this up for demonstrative purposes. And you have, looks like airflow tiles here. Yes. You have that for CO2. Very good. And then, let's see here. I would recommend, you have 9 duplicates. This will probably be the next thing that you're going to definitely want to build, which is going to be, line this up right. 1, 2, 3, 4. There. You will probably want to use insulated tiles for this. You don't need to, but you can. And then insulated here. Door of any materials. A gas pump of any materials. And then 2 more gas pumps right there and there. Take your airflow tiles, like so. And then what you do is that you can take even basic wire, connected like this. If you have access to a smart battery that guy right away. You'll need this later, but you don't really need it right this moment. And then, oh, oops, don't deliver to that. I know you guys were doing it. I know they're in range. I'm trying to give space here, but sometimes my dupes, they're definitely in range to cause me some shenanigans here. But yes. And what you'll do is that you can use both of these pumps and combine them initially, and then later repurpose these lines. I'm going to do one like this, connect that to that. Then this line will eventually end up branching out this way into your base based on the design that you have. And you can even expand it left or right. So you can either build it like right here, or you can scoot it over a bit and then plan for the future one, which would be, if you're going to get like 25 dupes, I would definitely say think about expanding for the future, which an expanded one is going to look like this. So this is a full Rodriguez, and the other one was a mini Rodriguez. There we go. Eventually you will also want to replace all of this with insulated tile. But for the time being, remove these. And you can either use mesh tiles in case any polluted water is in your system. This will take care of it. If you don't really ever have to worry about that, then you can just use airflow tiles instead. So it'll end up looking like this. And you can take a gas pump, slap it there. This will be your hydrogen pump. And seeing of how your base is laid out, you could take the hydrogen this way. If you wanted. It doesn't really matter where you put it, for the most part. Just understand that you will need to eventually either cool down the system or use steel. Because you can use gold amalgam, and that will keep the hydrogen generators at a reasonable temperature and not overheating. Using any other base material that doesn't increase the overall temperature will cause them to reach around 78 degrees, which will cause them to break. Unless you provide external cooling, or say if you have, like, I don't know, any other... You think you have steel? Okay. I wouldn't say wasting steel on this initially, but definitely remember that you will need to upgrade it later. I wouldn't recommend using steel on this immediately, though. You can use basic materials. Just understand that maybe in 200 cycles, you'll need to swap it. But initially, you could probably just get away with this. And for a basic setup like this, you need 5 hydrogen generators. If you're going to go for a mini, you would want to do it like this, for sure. I'd leave the doors out, and I'd just build it like this. Also, let me remove that. You can use a basic tile like this. It will get hot, but it'll take a while before it really warms up. But you can use insulated tile if you don't have time. Like, this is the end-all be-all design. Eventually the entire thing will be insulated. But for right now, you can definitely use what you've already got built and just replace the 2 tiles here once these are operational. Do you have a screenshot of your water overlay, by the way? So that way I can figure out where we would take the water that you have. Because I'm assuming it's in the middle. Based on your screenshots. Oop. 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 No. Oop, stop. Oops, no. Damn it. They're ruining the tutorial. God damn it, Tubes. Yes. Fucking god damn it. Of course they would get in the way. I knew it. I even gave myself extra room. We're at the boundary of space, and my dupes are still in range. Just barely. Just enough to cause a headache. Damn it, dupes. Oh well. Not that big of a deal. Definitely frustrating. But yes. I would recommend setting it up like this to start. This will easily handle 15 duplicates, no problem. And then I would probably start building just that one. Pause again real quick so the dupes don't harass me while I'm building this. And I would set these up so that way they would combine down here, like so. And this one goes that way, and this one goes that way. And seeing your center line of your base, you have a ladder that is 1 wide, going all the way up. So I would probably take the uppermost one and just take it through the wall. And then take the middle one and take that one up the ladder. Eventually you can put in 2 more of these, and then you move this connection point. So instead of these 2 being connected, it's actually the outer one and the 2 inners being connected. So what you do is that remove this, that, and then this one and this one connect. And that goes to there. Let me see the whole thing. Gotcha. 1 second. Let me just use all of the connection points. Yeah. I'm just showing you how to build it in stages, so you don't have to worry about it too much. And this way you can upgrade it as you go. So those connect to there. That connects there, like so. And this will end up getting you 3 full lines of 10 kilograms of oxygen per pipe. And it ends up looking like this. This is a full Rodriguez setup, and it's nuts. What it is these guys. Get the pipe plugged in. By the way, this could be connected on either side. The automation wire. You need 1 automation wire for this. 1 for these guys, and 1 for these guys. Because with this much oxygen, you are going to have preferred actual atmospheric differentials between each side of this machine. So you actually have to think about this. Let me do this. And let me slap the extra doors in. And then power-wise, you will need probably double smart batteries. 1 for each side of this thing. And it's going to look something like this. I have one fully built all the way over here. And this is what it ends up looking like. So for screenshotting purposes, my hydrogen generators are just all strewn down. So I don't really have to worry about it too much. You don't need to do it like this. You can't put them all in their own room. They can handle their own temperatures. It's not that big of a deal. Power-wise, I am running 2 entire full grids. Over here, we have one that is running at 968 watts. And then this one over here is running at 1,200. And the only reason that this one is running a little bit weird, if I remember correctly, it was I have a light in here. And the reason being is I actually had a wheel right here. And eventually I just changed it. So you don't really need the lamp. But power-wise, the one that you want to have your hydrogen pump on is the one that will have the first generators. That's the only thing that you need to worry about. So whatever gas pump is connected as your hydrogen pump, it must be connected power-wise to the first generator in the loop. The reason being is if this starts running low on power, if you're siphoning power off of it, because this actually is power positive, you definitely need this hydrogen generator to run first. So that way this will always run. This will never stop running. As long as this runs, the entire system is fully functional. So if you need it, let me slap the power. There we go. For your base, it's going to look almost exactly like this. But as I said, you really only need this area right here to begin with. Because that's a mini Rodriguez right there. You only need one battery. It can all be on one singular grid if it's on conductive wire. And that is, I believe, 1,980 watts exactly. Which was, let me go check it on Flipalin. Quick. Yes, I was actually using regular wire with this small setup, and this actually works. Mind you, you can only run 2 gas pumps instead of 4. But if you're running like a mini base, like this has 2 people on it, because it's DLC. I don't need that many dupes here. But I'm only running with 2 people, so I only really need 2 actual pumps. Seeing you're running with 9, I would recommend the double. Which definitely requires having conductive wire for it. But yeah, based on your map design and how you've got your base right now, this would be my recommendation, 100%. And then obviously... Oh, 1 second. Yeah, don't worry about the timeout. Don't worry about the timeout. That's just Nightbot being there. Okay, yeah. Your water's good. Yeah, Nightbot times out for 5 seconds. It's bot protection. So all of us streamers here on Twitch, when we have to deal with bots like I do late at night, if you time out a bot, even if it's only for 5 seconds, it A, notifies me that there's a bot in the chat, number 1. Number 2, I can immediately report them. And number 3, they will not send another message. Period. Nope. Prototype Gaming, come on, man. Okay, thank you. Yeah, you've got water. Okay, yeah, your waters are going right where it should be. Good. Good. Okay, let me hit play here. And let me cancel this before the dudes start building it. Have you got... actually, have you gotten your screenshot before I do this? Before I get rid of it? Let me untime you out here if I can. Come on, Nightbot. There we go. I got you. But yes, no problem. But yeah, Nightbot, if you're not running a Nightbot, we get constant bots like showing up here for ONI streams and stuff. It's really frustrating, to be honest. Lately, they've been kind of not showing up anymore because I keep banning them. But yeah, I mean, it's 5:47 a.m. right now in the States, here in Central Time. And the thing is that don't time out. Tell me if you've got this screenshotted, so that way my dupes will stop delivering. I see you there, Frey. I see what you want to do. I don't want you to. Seeing this is pretty much built to your basis, base in the screenshot. Okay, good. Let me clear this. Up. Yes, I don't trust the duplicants to not want to build this. Like, even though they have other more impressing matters to deal with, I know the dupes very well, and they will refuse to abide by my orders completely. I also need to clean up these solar panels here. But yes, let me turn off Nightbot real quick, and then you can send another screenshot if you wish. Yes, I would take the water that is going straight up along that ladder, and I would plug it right into an electrolyzer setup almost immediately. That is if you need oxygen. Right now it looks like you need food. So I would be high prioritying all of your people in your priorities tab. Everyone that can do farming, I would probably ramp up to do farming. Because the thing is every duplicant can actually do farming without any real issues. The only issue is speed, and if they're going to get a seed. Seeing you're worrying more about your food and actual kilocalorie count, ramp every single person that you have up to farming maximum rate. For sure. I would, like, for me, I've already got them all kind of, like, sorted out for myself, but I would definitely kick them all up to double. Just be like, everybody do farming. We have a food problem. And then I would also kick up cooking. But I would only keep, let me think about this. Cooking wise, I would keep everyone at double negative besides your actual cooks. So that, and also keep the storing and supplying as a 1-up for everyone. Just so that way they will run the micro mushers and they will deliver food to your electric grill. I would 100% recommend doing that. Like, right off the bat. Because you have a bunch of actual mealwood that's already sprouted, so I would 100% just dedicate your people to that, like, right now. That should hopefully alleviate some of your food problems. The only other thing I can think of is probably adding an auto sweeper and a conveyor loader, and then dropping the food into the fridge box. But I think your dupes can actually reach the electric grill, or sorry, based on your current setup with the electric grill, you could probably just use an auto sweeper between the grill, the electric grill, and the two fridges in the middle. And your fridges are, yeah, your fridges are literally right here. This can reach those. So, yeah, that would probably actually work pretty well. It would also mean that your dupes would no longer need to actually come in and hand deliver from the fridge to the grill, so that way your cook can keep working. Because to be honest, with a 0 kilocalorie count, you want to see your cook just here, living here on the grill the entire time. Like, no exceptions. That man lives on the grill until you have food. If you have to, just immediate yellow, high priority the grill. Also, apparently we are taking damage somewhere, and I need to check on my deal. Who is getting hurt? I went up it there. Oh, Sand, you're getting stabbed again. God damn it, man. Stop killing my betas. Yeah, I know, you're injured. You killed the entire swarm by walking through them. Damn it, dupe. I need them to clean up the uranium. Stop killing them. Stop giving them a reason to stab you. That's much more important. Frustrating. That's what that is. Also, I should probably turn these back on so that way I can keep power running. And we can start sending over more glass and plastic. How you holding up, bud? Actually, you're doing pretty good. You're at 28. You're taking damage. Polluted oxygen. Why are we getting polluted oxygen? Where are we? Polluted oxygen? Guessing it was from this. No longer need anyway. Let me clean this up real quick. Run that. Sensor. And the automation wire. Okay, power-wise, all of this is actually properly plugged in. That is out of energy. Actually, I cancel the power wire and then disconnect this, as that is now all fully connected, so I don't need to look at that. Otherwise, I need to finish all of this and then I can remove these. I'm going to set my construction orders at maximum and get them to clean all that up. I also probably need to add another bathroom, but I don't really think so. Everyone's kind of on separate setups right now. Barbecue. Dupes, what are you... God damn it, Dupes. I'm going to disallow this. This is at 1, by the way. And for some reason, the dupe brought food in there. A lot of it, actually. I need to move Proto back. And I need to... Already this. Allow sweep only and allow manual use. Okay, they're both going to go get the food. Good. Good, good, good. Don't need to worry about that too much. I'm kicking the temperature down in here even farther. Might actually need to come in here and put the thermal sensor over here in the corner. I was expecting this to actually have more mass, but that didn't turn out to be the case. Just to put the mass back on the dock. That is a priority, I think it's toggling, if I remember right. It's a bit weird, because I originally thought it was operating, but then my dupes were also not wanting to put them on, and then I upped the toggling order, and I just forced it to very high. And then they started actually putting the mass onto the thing. Yeah, if I remember correctly, it's toggling for some reason. I don't know why the mass are toggling when the suits are storing / delivery. It's really weird. Like, just up toggling and your dupes will do it. Unless you don't want them, like, actually running around hitting buttons and stuff. Like, Lex, the reason I have Lex completely maxed out is, like, everything is turned off for him. Is, he technically is my cookover at main base, and I only want him cooking. So it's just like, oh, everything's turned off. He lives near the actual grill. That's about it. And everyone else could deliver at the same point. Anyone else injured? Nope, just sand. But yeah, for some reason, I don't know why they did that. Because when you hit deliver suit, and when you hit deliver mask, you would think that they'd be the same skill in the priority list. But they're not. I don't know why. It's always been the weird thing about them. Good. One's working, everything else is functional. Get on power. Battery box. 9.7, 9.6, 9.7. It's a little struggling. You turn on the hydrogen generator again. head back to Talon real quick. And turn off all manual use. Back down to 9. I think we got everything back in here. Yep, 37, there it is. 46,000. Oh man, dudes, I would have been pissed if we lost that. That's not even a joke. Dare you dupes, don't even think about it. Oh man, that could have been real bad. Also was the... Oh, the muck root was not selected. Dupes? Took the muck root. Oh, no. Need a 9 priority for this. Edible. Excellent fruit and... fruit. There. I don't know why they took that. Ooh, chocolate. Link cooking. Eh. Why can't I get an animal lover that's actually a rancher? That would be fantastic game. I do like the glow stick, but they have critter reversion. I need ranchers. The game keeps sending me critter reversion. Come on. Printing pod, why? You even give me a glow stick. I love glow stick dupes. They're fantastic. One of the best duplicates in the game. Ah. Why? Why would you give me critter reversion? You can't fix this. -3 to start would be horrible to train. Even with the new update, finally fixing ranching. Like, the next update fixes ranching EXP gains. We can finally train a duplicate like this. But critter version's still -3, meaning everything they do is going to extra suck. Like, it's going to be terrible. Oh, man. And you're even a glow stick. I love glow sticks. I only like narcolepts only slightly more than you guys. Now, if you're a glow stick that's also a narcolept, oh, I love it. Like, they forever have their own light source. They always have a 15% speed boost / activity boost doing every single action. The only issue is that they're slightly radioactive, so all your other duplicates get slightly irradiated when they're nearby, but they themselves are completely resistant. Hate digging, but it's the best. I know! I've had 5 critter reversion dupes over the last 300 cycles that have all been ranchers. So they start at -3, and then I see their interest, and it's like 1, but then you notice the -3, and then actually kicks them down to -2. And it's like, no! Dig pod, why? Why is that a thing? Like, I love ranching, but I suck at it, and it's like, I can't fix you till the update. Because the new update finally fixes ranching EXP. Thank you, Cly. It took years for you to fix this. But you did it. You finally fixed it. Problem, we don't have the patch yet. As I said, on average, normally, if everything is going smoothly, I would expect the update within 2, maybe 3 weeks. Probably 2 weeks. Because they put out the test branch. It's on Steam. You can go play it if you want. Just remember, don't load your current save if you don't plan on running the test build until it launches. The second you load your save in the test build, it is locked to the new content. Because there is new creatures, there is a lot of new creatures, and a lot of new mechanics, and I believe some of the seeds may have changed. But I don't completely know for sure. So it's just something to be worried about. Also, I definitely need to add steel. Auto speakers here. One there, and there. This one needs to also be changed. I'm going to add construction. And these should be the same as down here. Oh, also, they do need to fix this bug. Colony lacks critter ranching 1. I have literally a critter rancher dupe, like right here. Where's Roxas? Roxas, where are you, bud? You in the rocket? No, you're not. There. Critter ranching 1, critter ranching 2. Colony lacks critter ranching 1. It's just a display bug. It's annoying, but it's not really a threat to you. Okay, now I need to make this out of steel, and then I need to construct This. This. This should really only ever hit about 55 to 57, so anything in here has to be over that temperature. So 90 is perfectly fine. Swap both of these out. Then we'll take the settings from this, which is the same exact settings. And I will put it up here. But it'll probably bring me the thing. Now, temperature-wise, I do need to ramp up how much power I'm producing. I need to deconstruct these. One more solar panel. Possibly two, if I can fit it. We're not going to get that much power on this planet. We get an okay amount of lux at full, like right at midday. But it is enough to run most of this. This doesn't need to run 24/7. It just needs to run until the temperature gets stabilized. I wish I could do that. Ah! Yep. That is our literal limit on that one. And this is exactly 10 tiles, which is this is the safe zone for when I get nuclear rockets here. Unless I move the rockets over here, which I could. I would need to probably use shorter nuclear rockets to get here. Because the amount of space that we actually have, as you can see, this is kind of our upper limit. And the reason being is that the exhaust from these in the DLC is 9 tiles. So this is the exact distance where I won't have gas from the rocket exhaust making its way into the base. So for my steam rocket and also for hydrogen rockets, this is kind of the upper limit. But for nuclear, you can go smaller because they go faster and also have a heck of a lot more force. Downside, they're highly radioactive and spew fallout everywhere. Which, yeah, capturing fallout is a major pain in the butt. Useful if you can do it, but you really have to think outside the box for it. Mostly because you get nuclear fallout from nuclear rockets that's like 2,200 degrees, and it will, remember right, liquefy at a really weird number. Or gases. Yeah, it needs to be cooled down to 66.9. Problem, it's at 2,200 degrees. There's really no liquids that you could use to cool this down effectively that wouldn't solidify at that temperature. Like, technically, you could take uranium, and if it was over 132.9, you could use liquid uranium to cool nuclear waste. Because it actually has a pretty good thermal capacity and thermal conductivity, but the only issue is you would not be able to do that. You need nitrogen. Even with nitrogen, I don't think it would be enough. Like, the problem is that you need a good thermal conductivity with a good thermal capacity because of how nuclear waste actually works. So you'll see here it has a really good conductivity, but a really terrible heat capacity. So to fight that, you need to insert all of the energy into a fluid for how oxygen not included works. So the only fluid that technically works at those kinds of temperatures is liquid uranium, because it's the only one that won't solidify until 132.9. Now the only issue is that you would probably need, like, the cooling loop would be about this big up here for the liquid uranium, and then all the cooling loop down here would have to be super chilled, probably, I don't really know, maybe super coolant down here. And the reason being is that you would want to make it so that way the fallout that touches the uranium gets cooled down to 132, and then you would need to cool it further as it falls because of how the mechanic works with cooling. And then once it falls into the supercoolant, you can reconvert it back into a liquid at 66.9. Thankfully, you can the actual liquid range for most things can easily handle like 400 down, which is petroleum and crude. So you can easily use if you wanted petroleum. But you have to get the nuclear waste from, like the actual nuclear fallout from the nuclear rocket, from 2,200 degrees to the range where it won't instantly nuke your petroleum or fluid that you're using as a coolant. So the only solution I ever found as a whole was to use liquid uranium running at 150, and then cooling it down from there. Because that causes you to get like actual nuclear fallout rain from your rocket. It looks cool as hell. It's extremely dangerous, and I wouldn't put my dupe in it if I could avoid it. But it definitely worked. It was just very confusing and required multiple testing and like multi-layering. But it worked. And it got me a shitload of nuclear waste, which was really nice. But yeah, it was definitely a pain in the ass to build. Not to mention that I had to use wolframite piping because it's the only material that wouldn't melt versus the nuclear waste from the rocket. It was hitting like 3,000 degrees in certain areas on leftover equipment, so I had to go wolframite. It was the only thing that would survive it. It was kind of terrifying. Like, oh, I can use obsidian. Wait, why is it getting warmer than the melting point of obsidian? And I was seeing pipes melting because of it. Oh, no. I am dealing with stupid temperatures again, aren't I? And that was pretty much the extent of my testing with the technically nuclear waste recovery system. Not exactly the most useful thing in the world, but definitely an interesting process to work through. Now then, I need to bring my little poke shell over here into this area. What I'm going to do is I'm going to immediately order this. I'm going to high priority this, and I'm going to open this door. By the way, this is the safest technical way of storing your poke shells. Is just put them in a little room like this, and they will always be happy because as long as the room has got enough space, they're good. If you want to automatically feed them, it's kind of the same method as this. The only thing is that you use a door up here, and when the poke shell technically grows up from being a little poke shell molt, they end up getting too tall. So they go from a 1x1 to a 2x1. When they get that big, they actually can push themselves in through a door and then fall into this room. Which is a little weird thing with poke shells. They're quite neat like that, but it's definitely strange. Okay, now let me turn off the pinch rows. I'll have my dupes finally come in here and mop this up. Okay, good. Turn that off. And then I need that there. And we'll order that pinch row back into the chamber. There we go. And yes, for chambering purposes, I do have this set up in case I need to actually dip the other guy down there. As you can see. But yeah. I am delivering them polluted dirt, and then they're handling it. But for the most part, it's really simplistic once you get a mechatronics engineer to be able to handle these guys, because you never need the dupes to come in here. Just never open this door unless you have confirmed that your poke shell molts have... Sorry, the pinch rows have been scooted out. I guess The dupes can easily stand like right here, no problem. If they open this door, they're going to die. They'll get hit by, how many? 17. There'll be technically 16 claws that smack them instantaneously, and they will be knocked on their ass immediately. Also looks like Dev got stabbed again. Dev, you're not even allowed in the room. How did you get hurt? I would assume research. Let me see. Are you hurt by 80? Yep, okay, you got shot. Never mind. You were helping with research, and you got hit by a red bolt. Never mind. If I see a dupe that's at 80 out of 100 health, that means that they get hit by my red bolt generator, because they were standing right here. Doing research, most likely. And they just overfilled. That's also why I have a safety gauge here. This turns on this red bolt reflector, and then this will not allow any red bolts to go past it. It also generates nuclear waste, which is one of the easiest ways to generate nuclear waste in the game, which then generates more radiation, which allows more, well, red bolt generation. I am going to put a nuclear power plant down here. The reason it's been taking me so long is this is a massive area of space that needs to be cleaned out completely before I can actually start building in it. And I am very much limited right now in my refined metals, which means that the actual production of steel and other things is quite slow. Reckless, you... he was handling the Drekos for too much. Okay, now copy settings. There we go. Yep. Oh, right, you need to swap your suits. Muckroot and... Okay. Oh no! Shit. That is an emergency. Mark this, you're at 922. No. Mark this, go get your food. I'm not gonna allow you out of the base. I don't have to worry about it. Where are you on the list? Here. You stay inside and eat. Protopoly goes to the bathroom. Takes care of himself. Spoon. You got stamina to spare. On a wheel. Not you, Protopoly. God damn it. You, get food. Eat, and then get on the wheel. Claim your goddamn freaking power, aka kilocalories. There you go. Okay, dude. Good job. $2,700. Okay, you are definitely idle. That's fine. Nope, your bladder is full. Immediately open that, please. No pissing in the rocket. Nope. More pressing matters. Everyone's gonna get worn out in the suits. There you go. Ricardo is coming to grab the suit. Good. We'll get things switched around. You have 3,000 calories, dude. No. like, I'm hungry. Dude, you are definitely not. There we go. There we go. I'm gonna force Frey out first. Spoon can wait. And yeah, I definitely need to rewire this one. Do there like that. That way the bottom liquid pile will be calculated first, not the gas. Okay, I am going to rock this out. All nice and fixed up. Good. Bring the suit, buddy. This is why you have to do constant micromanagement until you get all suits online inside of a base. Oh, I know. He's gonna get food shortly. But you are gonna stand all the way the heck up there. Because Frey gets out first. You have way too much kilocalories. I don't care. There we go. Now you are locked in. Now I don't need to worry about it. You can just stay there for a moment. Frey has food to acquire. Okay. Right? You were gonna go get food. I find you on the list. I'm gonna ban you from leaving. Everyone else can do the job that you don't need to do. And then here, auto this. Lower the thing. Bring me to the 2 suits, please, dupes, when you're ready. Okay, good. She is eating. 1,100. Good, 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 good. And the other one. There we go. Goes down to a 9 priority. The other one should get slotted in here, and then I don't need to think about it. Now, I do need to worry about how much water we have, but we actually have an okay amount. Now, I do need to come back in here to reset this. This will have to be set to that. Cancel it for now. We definitely need to get in there and do that. Okay, Record, you are now free to leave. Everything else is running. I need to take the glass out of there. I could technically slap another one here, but it's going to definitely get cooked. For sure. Maybe put it down the ground. Right there. That would kind of work. Yeah, it would kind of work. Fuck, this needs to go swap his suit. Good. I know, we've got hydrogen. Eh, crap. Oh, that's gonna get released in the rocket. Oh well. I'll clean it out later. Need to run the system. Oh, we're getting a lot of extra hydrogen. As Lee noted, normally you want to run 3 of these things for a mini Rodriguez. You can run 1. Just remember that you probably need to add an OR gate and either set up a signal switch that you manually overload it with, or you come on over here. How I've got mine set up. I have a Atmos sensor and a cycle sensor, and I set the cycle sensor up to be pretty much running at night and at 18% usage. And I still somewhat get excess hydrogen, a little bit. I bring it down to 14%. Maybe that'll do it. I do have to adjust it as I bring dupes in and out of this place, because if I have more duplicants on this planet, then I'm consuming more oxygen, which means that I can run more hydrogen. Otherwise, the system gets overpressurized. That's really the only thing you got to pay attention to. Is it still running? Good. I'm starting to see backing up hydrogen. Let me turn off the excess hydrogen line. Also, let me check for injuries. Oh, everyone's good. And I need to recover him. Time to land. I also need to get over here because I have so much iron and rust that I need to claim. I really need it. All of this is steel. Until we find the cryo planet, which has all my iron volcanoes. Oh, I need to get there and just eat the entire world. I just want to finish this place up first and actually be able to leave some dupes here. I'm going to change out my joint plates for the other one. So I've got 25,000 lead. It's perfectly reasonable. I may need another power transformer set down here, but for right now this should be enough. Maximum priority there. Cancel. There we go. And should get them to fix up the rest of this. I will need to add a cooling loop over here at some point. Or just open the fridge cooling loop a little bit. That would freeze out the entire place. Yep, get some overloading over here. No, I'm gonna save materials. There we go. Should get the ball rolling. Also here, I need refined metals, iron, on higher priorities. We have a lot of actual iron down there that I need to be finding. I do need to add some plastic coverings here, just to reduce the amount of radiation my dupes are becoming exposed to. Oh, I have a lot of plastic, I just don't have that much actually like, ready to be installed. Kind of a problem. And we're out. That's not cool bees. Oops, wrong one. Oh. My dupes are kind of running around over in this area a lot due to the payload opener. I would like to put it over the kitchen. I think 25 is okay. I just don't like seeing 83 up here. We'll be able to reach that. Kicks it down to 63, 50, 75. Actually, that is, they stand here, so it's 60 instead of 80. I will accept that. Better than what I was dealing with. It's a slight upgrade. I will take it. Okay, good. Entire system is back to normal. Very, very hot resources, which I kind of want to leave out here in space. (214 degrees). Oh boy. Yeah. Oops. Just bring the iron over, please. Put it in that container. We don't have to worry about it. Marketing. Cooking. No. Oh, we got a slickster. I guess I could call it at main base. The only place I can think about putting him is right here. I have like no metal ore because I've been sending it all back. You know what? Screw it. We'll call him in. He can just kind of exist here. That'll be fine. I will eventually want to put him in this little box here. Sadly, no good dupes. Hoping we at least get one tonight. Put off crude because I don't need it there anymore. That one. 6.8 tons at 57.1 kilograms. Hey, we got some more glass of water. Thank you, Interplanetary Railgun. Always coming in clutch with good resources. The only thing I do need to do, I need to attach a conveyor chute. Oh, I don't need to empty the machine to pull out the plastic. This space is definitely hot. Exceedingly so in certain areas. But it's doing okay. I should mention that most of this is exposed to space, so I am technically venting this entire area while I'm just kind of existing in this zone. And it is working pretty well. Well then, let me copy settings here, and then deconstruct this. Come on, Protoball, you can get it. Let me set this for fine metals, lead, Proto. There you go. A dupe. Really hoping you just borrow the resources there. Okay, good. There we go. And I need to connect this to this. Not to sever this afterwards. This is only here specifically to vent this E-mount. Oh, any other gas that gets into this, I should say. Just alternate it for a couple seconds. So. By the way, this is one of the little tricks that you can end up doing if you need to vent an area. Take a timer, these timer sensors, and set it to 1 second. And then that will actually allow you to vent an area slightly faster than just letting the system run. because the gas won't transfer back into the tile that it's actually being pulled from because of how gas vents pull from a plus symbol. So it will only pull every second, well, technically every game tick. So what you can do is if you turn it off, it will instantly start refilling and it will balance itself almost immediately. And you just turn it back on, and there it goes. These guys have a, what was it, 10 kilograms? No, 500 grams. So you can get one full thing per second. But yeah, ever since they added the timer cycles, it's actually a really good method to quickly vacuum out a room if you're using mini gas pumps. Because the mini gas pumps, when you're dealing with micro-like amounts, like you're, below 100 grams, you can run the tiny mini gas pumps, automate them using timer sensors with just like one timer sensor with 1 second. And you can pretty much like cut the amount of time in half. How long it will take to actually vacuum a room. Because I originally set it up in my test lab where it was 500 by 500, and I was using 10 mini pumps on each of them. One I set up with a 1 second timer, and the other one I just let run. And I believe the one that I had running with the 1 second timer it wasn't quite 50% faster, but it was like 43 to 46% faster, and it used less power because it wasn't running the entire time. But it was definitely noticeable. But again, timer sensors are weird and most people rarely use them because it can do weird things with them. Just based on game ticks. Let me separate that again. So much iron down here I want to claim. Gotcha, prototype. It is almost 7. I should probably call it here. We hit 7:07, which is a pretty nice one. Let me drop a save here. I have been going for 8 hours, as per usual. Drop that save. Well, thank you. I stream every single night that I don't have either Mother Nature ruining the internet, taking out the power, or YouTube not wanting to actually upload my video. Because I upload all of these Oxygen Not Included playthroughs completely clean, unedited, straight to YouTube. And some of these can be 5 hours long, so it takes about 8 hours of encoding, and sometimes it breaks. And if it breaks, then, well, I have to redo the entire thing, and I have to sit there for yet another 8 hours. It sucks. But I am happy to do it. You guys seem to enjoy it. I'm perfectly fine with that.